Hey, welcome back. We're here again. Today's my guest is Rudy Surina, who, aka the Naked Dracula, from Byron Bay. How you going, mate?
I'm fantastic. How are you, brother?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I think I was seeing today. This is day 4 of a 90-day lockdown. But look on the bright side. Only 86 days to go.
Only 86. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Ah,
You could have been in jail. That's definitely much worse than this. So,
really? Because in jail you don't have to try and find your own toilet paper.
but it's if it's for the good of everybody, then we'll handle it.
I was thinking there's probably some smart ass in jail who's painted in on the wall. We're all in this together, you know.
We're pulling this together. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, some really weird situation is happening at the moment, and so weird that we even cannot have our stand-up comedy.
That's it. That's it.
Regardless if you're an amateur or a professional, it's so sad that I'm really sad about it, that we cannot have our comedy.
That's it. Mate, where are you from originally?
I'm from Croatia. I was born in Croatia in 1967 in Zagreb, the capital of Croatia.
Oh.
It was part of Yugoslavia, which was country made of 6 republics and two territories, and it was since 1943. It was a full-on communist socialist country, and then in 1991, which was like 10 years after President Tito died, that was not a good country anymore.
Right.
And instead of sit down and fix political problems by conversation, people decided to have a war, and all the republics separated on their own and became independent. And none of them does anything good at the moment. None of them. For the last 15 years, whatever they wanted to have, it's just turmoil. So
Yeah.
And I've been in Australia now 30 years.
30 years.
So I came here about a year before that war happened there, and I stayed here, and I was married and had a baby on the way, and nothing good.
So I'm
good.
guessing your comedy career started here?
My comedy career started like my open mics. It's not my full-time job. I'm not full-time comedian. I'm amateur comedian. I've done all. I've actually had two jobs. Well, this is the third one in my last 30 years. I've done about 5 years for Red Rooster in Sydney and in Canberra, and then I started to drive after that taxi. I've been doing that for like 23 years, and last couple of years I've been doing gardening and cleaning and lawn mowing and stuff like that. I did a year and a half in Byron Bay in a 5-star resort, and that was like a daily go.
Yeah.
And then I stopped working there for the last 3 months, and I just do it now casually. And I can't even do much more now because people don't call me much, to come and do their lawn, and because they have to come very close to me to talk to me and
Yeah.
to pay me. And so I have odd job here and there, but I'm not very worried.
Hey, maybe invent a drone that
Huh?
has a lawnmower on the bottom. They ring you up, mow the lawn, you fly the drone there, mow the lawn,
Yeah,
and then bring it home.
yeah, that would be funny. That would be good. I mean, I can still come and do your lawn and stuff, but you can send me envelope with money by the drone. So
What made you get into comedy?
I don't know why. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure why did I get into it, but here, when I moved from Canberra to Byron Bay 10 years ago, I was in the company with some local women here, and I was just being funny, just making jokes. And one of them said, "You really should be going on the stand-up comedy course with Mandy Nolan." And I said, "Who is Mandy Nolan?" She said, "No, you don't know Mandy Nolan." I said, "No, I just moved into this area, into Byron Shire." And then somehow one of them connected me through with Mandy Nolan, and I've done a stand-up comedy course with Mandy Nolan, and I've been doing comedy since. As a amateur, I'm doing open mics here and there. I get paid few dollars, but it's not my full-time job.
That's the second time that Mandy Nolan's been mentioned on here, and a friend requested her, but she hasn't accepted yet. So
Yeah.
I'd love to have her on here, Mandy Nolan, if you're watching, not like anyone else is. Mate, tell me about your first stand-up comedy experience, like the first time.
Okay. When you do stand-up comedy course with Mandy Nolan, she prepares you after 6 weeks of the course. She prepares you to do your first stand-up comedy show, which is called Virgin Sacrifice, which happens either in Byron Bay RSL or Malambimbi RSL. It's here. And then she usually has a course of anything between 10 and 15 people that attend the course. And then we fill up one of those two places, and we throw our stuff out as your first time, and you get 7, 8, 9 minutes to entertain the crowd. And then that's your Virgin Sacrifice stand-up comedy. That's your very first time that you do it.
At least it's not a freaking horse stables.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first joke?
Do I remember my first joke? My first joke, I don't really have like one-liners or jokes. What I really actually do is I tell little stories from my childhood and with my parents, or the communism and the way I ended up in Australia, and my 5 children, and my two ex-wives, and I make jokes about that. I don't really have a joke as a story joke thing.
I love your story about your job there. Was it the greenhouses? That's awesome. Love that. I won't give it away. You have to go and see him to do it. And I also seen your one on YouTube so check it on YouTube and just search Rudy Surina and see him.
Yeah.
The one where you play the guitar at the end, you sing this song. I reckon it's brilliant. It's one of my favorite ones.
That one. Yeah. I made up that song. That song with the help of Honky Tonk Woman, Rolling Stones.
It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah. It's a very funny. There was a very funny set. I've done that in a courthouse pub in Malambimbi, which is a very hard place to do comedy.
All right.
Very hard place. So, but yeah, I got a really good applause for that. People loved that one.
I loved it. It was great. Who do you admire as a comedian?
Who is sorry?
Who do you admire as a comedian?
Billy Connolly and Carl Barron.
I love it. Yeah, Billy Connolly. He's one of my first memories of watching a DVD a VHS.
Yeah.
That I wasn't allowed to watch when Mum was home. That was the first one. And a lot of people say, people like Richard Pryor, who I also love, that he was like one of the first ones to start swearing in comedy. But Billy Connolly, oh my God. And he doesn't even write his comedy, he has his basic jokes when he does his stand-up, but like 70% of it is ad-lib of stuff that he done today.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just a natural comedian. He's so funny.
And he he used to make up a lot of it just on the stage, freshly.
Yeah. Just ad lib it. Yeah.
It just gets out of his. It would just get out of his head. Boom, boom. You know,
Yeah.
and he would just do that. You know, just make it up. But he also, I think, his style inspired me to do that. Tell rather little funny stories,
Yeah.
which actually happened. Yeah, the truth, not something that I would make up. Because I'm just, you know, some people can make a story out of something that they haven't experienced. But I like to do something that was really sad in my life or really bad in my life, and I'd rather talk about that and try to make it as funny as possible.
Yeah, I kind of do that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier. I think it's easier that way.
I think it's easier too hanging shit on yourself than you know, hanging shit on anyone
And
else.
I don't like making mockery of something or someone else. I'd rather do it out of myself.
Yeah.
Because then, like, no one gets offended.
That's it. Yeah. You can't offend.
It's a funny world today. People come on the stand-up comedy to watch the show. They watch it and they get out and I'm offended with what comedians said. But maybe you shouldn't be coming to stand-up comedy show. Maybe
That's
you
it.
should be
Yeah.
You know, doing something else instead of coming to a stand-up comedy show. You listen to a comedian and then you get offended. I mean, you know.
That's it. It's obviously it's a joke. It's a joke. Like
It's a joke.
like I told the joke about the blind guy driving my car. Obviously, I'm not going to let a blind guy drive my car, right?
Yeah.
It's a joke.
It used to be easier before. I think in like 20, 30, 40 years, it used to be easier. People were not getting so offended. I think being offended is something we developed in the last 20 years, and social media helped or contributed, unfortunately, a lot to it. Like you can go on Facebook and post something, and everyone has the right to comment on it.
That's it. Yeah. Everyone's got an opinion now.
And everyone has an opinion, and out of those opinions that people have, many people will get offended with your post, which might not be intentionally to offend anyone.
That's it. Yeah.
You just throw something, people get offended. Boom.
That's it. It was actually written to make most of the people in the room laugh.
Yeah.
And comedy, that's the thing about comedy too, it's subjective. So the thing now that somebody will sit there and find 5 jokes funny or 10 jokes funny, and then there's one joke in there that they don't find funny or they find it offensive, and that's it. Forget about the other 10 jokes, they only concentrate on the bad, and that's a miserable person.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Whereas if they just say, oh yeah, I didn't like that one, and then go on to hear the rest of the jokes or even the end of the set, because sometimes in that set there's a message at the end of it that sort of destroys that joke they didn't like at the front. It's very complicated. You have to go do Mandy's Mandy Nolan's workshop.
Yeah. That helps a lot. Some people see other people. They like come as the member of the audience to a stand-up comedy show. They like it, and they try to do that. And it's not as easy as they think. Then they go and do it, and they die on the stage. And doing Mandy Nolan's course, and she's not the only one. There are few other people that do stand-up comedy courses. I strongly suggest to all of them, to all people who would like to do comedy, to attend the course, to do the course, because in course you really learn something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, do you have a regular job?
Do I have a regular job?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll do my lawn mowing now. Lawn mowing and gardening. That's my actually regular, whatever. Whenever people call me, I had a regular job for the last 30 years, and I think I'm having a little break now.
Yeah, all right.
I'm having a little break now, and I live with my. I had a marriage problem, so I'm not don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
So 3 months ago, I moved into into a house with my son, who has full-on job, and my daughter. She also has full-on job, and and uh, and my daughter uh, has a little 6-year-old daughter. So she's my granddaughter, and I'm very good being a grandpa, and I'm willing to answer questions. And she's a really bright little child. And she constantly asks questions, and I'm constantly ready to answer any of her questions. Because she better finds out from me or her mother or her uncle, which is my son,
Yeah.
then out there somebody in the wide and wild world might give her a wrong answer. So we are just happy to answer her questions. Doesn't matter what question is, we'll do our best to answer it. And she is very bright, and we want her to be on the right way and the right future.
So are you still doing Radio Byron?
Radio Byron, Wednesday morning with Nando. He has a comedy show, or like comedy radio program on Wednesday mornings. We do interviews now via phone because we cannot go into the small little studio, just like you and I are now doing an interview.
Yep.
That's the way I could do it with Nando via phone. No need for to see each other.
Yeah.
We can do interview via phone. There is also a guy in Lismore, Michael Hasty, who's Vanessa's friend, Vanessa Larry Mitchell. You don't know yet all those people, but I'll bring them up. Look, when we can next time, and we have Bellingen show again, Bellingen gig.
Yeah.
Besides John Peacock and Paul Mamon, I will encourage some other people to come down with me when Lucas makes the next gig.
Yeah.
And then you will meet few more people that are here doing in Lismore and Northern Rivers frequent gigs. John Peacock, Paul Mamon, Michael Hasty. Michael Hasty does radio.
Yeah.
On Lismore radio station. I think it's 92.9 FM in Lismore. I've been his guest a couple of times, once personally and once over the phone. So and they'll talk about stand-up comedy and the past of it and the future of it. So you will meet more people once this blows away, this bloody thing goes away, and we can again have a gig.
Yeah.
I will encourage more people to come down Grafton area and the Bellingen area, and so we can all meet. Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you about the naked cycling?
The naked
Cycling.
Yes, of course you can. Yes. It's a thing called World Nude or World Naked Bike Ride, WNBR. And every second Sunday in March, we have World Nude Bike Ride in Byron. And I've done about 10 of those. I've done, for the first time last March, I've done one in Nimbin, which we had about 50 nude bike riders riding bikes through Nimbin. That lasted about half an hour all up, with preparation before that, and then we just had a little conversation after we've done the ride. The next day, just about all of those people that attended nude bike ride in Nimbin came to Byron, plus more. So this year we had 180 plus people on the nude bike ride. And it's an event that happens to wake up awareness of bike riders riding bikes in the traffic, and often cars don't pay too much attention, so to prevent accidents. Then the whole event also wakes up awareness of how to save Mother Earth and not drive cars that much, because a lot of things could be done on your bicycle, to go down to the shop and grab a loaf of bread and one milk, And if you have a little basket behind your bike seat, you might as well rather do that
Yeah.
than use your car. So to achieve awareness of that, us, because I'm a frequent bicycle rider. So to achieve that that awareness, once a year in Melbourne, in Brisbane, in Byron, in Nimbin, worldwide, Los Angeles, London, New York, Munich, people come and take clothes off and put some body paint on, or something funny, something floral, something rainbowish, something red and yellow, something, and we sit on the bikes naked. And we of course have to deal with council or mayor or police, and they all know that it's going to happen. We tell them day and time, and they actually give us a hand. Like Byron Bay Police is, I put my head down for Byron Bay Police anytime. They're really, really good people. They're really good officers. They helped us. About 6, 8 of them blocked off roads so that we can do 2 laps through Byron Bay. And this year, I devoted my time and myself to be a what do you call it? World nude bike ride. What I don't remember the. I was like helping. I was in the back, in the blue of it, making sure that there are no gaps. There are no gaps. So because the funny thing is, there could be 180 nude people riding bikes through Byron Bay. So 2 of us guys in the floors were in the back. One was in the middle of the ride, and 2 guys were leading that ride. So
Yeah.
if something happens to you and you stay behind me and you're nude on the bike, you can be charged for indecent exposure. But if you're in the group, no problem. So I made sure another guy and me, we were riding in the back with our floors, and we were pushing everyone and making sure that everyone is okay. Because some people are like, oh, I'm just going to stop here and take a photo. I'll take a selfie. No. We have photographers. We have YouTube guys. We have people from nudist magazines who take photos, and it's all professional. There are no perverts. There is no perversity. There is nothing bad there. We had more naked girls there, female, than men. They all felt safe and happy and smiley and body paint, and it was just a brilliant event, and it's something we do. So yeah, I encourage people to come next year and do it again.
I'm guessing it's not televised. You won't see that one on Channel 7.
No, but definitely not something you would put on the live feed on Facebook. Because people tried, and Facebook banned them immediately, yeah, and just switched their account off for 30 days for nudity. Yeah, but those people who record it by video camera are really welcome. We don't care, and they put it on the YouTube, and YouTube is okay with that. Yeah, but yeah.
Alright. Mate, we're just about out of time. Just before I finish up, I'll have to get to chat to you again soon, mate. You're so funny. If you can, follow Rudy Surina on Facebook. Now, I've got one more question before I ask that. I'll just remind people that if you can, hit that red subscribe button. You'll get good karma out of it. Give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment. Look after yourselves and share your blessings. Stay safe. Rudy, I'll give you the last word. Mate, what's your favourite joke of all time? Whether a joke you've heard or a joke that always sticks in your head that you still think is the funniest joke you've ever heard?
My joke or someone else's joke?
It could be your joke or somebody else's joke.
Well, I think that's so hard. That's so hard. Can I be rude? Can I say F word?
Yeah.
The funniest joke is when people ask me about me being Croatian, is to ask me if do I like to drink rakia.
All right.
rakia is what Greeks and Italians call grappa.
All right.
And it's a drink. It looks like water. There is no color. Looks like water. People think it has something to do with vodka, which is a Russian drink, or actually originated in Poland, and it's not. What we do, it's made of potatoes. But the rakia is drink we make in that ex-Yugoslavia states, which is like Bosnia and Serbia and Croatia, in the countrysides. People grow blue plums, big, really big
Blue plums.
Blue plums. Yeah, and they make rakia out of blue plums. Yeah, and it's a deadly drink. It's terrible. It like kills you. Yeah, and people say I went to Croatia for a holiday. Like I used to drive taxi. People would come and say, "Oh, you're Croatian? Oh, I love the place. I've been in Croatia on the summer holiday. We drank rakia. Did you drink? Did you?" And they asked me, "Did you ever drink rakia?" I said, "Of course I drank rakia. It's a deadly drink." He said, "But it's a good stuff." I said, Do you know if rakia is a good stuff?" They said, "No." I said, "Well, pour rakia in small plates and put it on the ground. Then little mice come and drink it, and then they go and fuck a cat. That rakia is then good."
All right. Thank you, Rudy Surina.
There we go.
Thanks,
I love
mate.
you, brother.
I'll see you soon.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
And as quick as we can, we'll come down Bellingen and do a gig.
Absolutely. 100%. Thanks, mate.
It's a pleasure, everyone. All the best to all of you.
Bye.
See ya. Love and peace. Bye, brother.